What's up guys, Shockwave640 here, and today we'll be taking a look at the high-grade Gundam Build Fighters High Mach. And before we take a look at the High Mach or anything, I actually want to point out something about the LEGO Bruticus Mach that I just reviewed. I completely forgot to mention that the Bruticus head can transform into it's technically a target master for Optimus. And basically what you do is you just rotate his legs like that, squeeze them together as much as possible, flip both of his arms up, and then on his back or on his front, depending on whatever one you would call his front and back, you just plug his gun in, and oh yeah, you also want to wiggle his waist out a little bit, plug the gun in, and it pops right into Optimus's hand, and so Optimus has a little gun. It's very unlikely that a Decepticon would be a target master for an Autobot, but I just thought I'd point that out, just in case you wanted to make this guy but completely black, or if you wanted to make him and kind of reformat him to be Optimus's head, then it is very much doable. So that is that, but that'd be kind of weird if Optimus was holding a gun and he didn't have a head, but you can do it. You can maybe even change it to make it look like it could be Roller or something like that. There's very many different things that you can do with that. But so let's take a look at the High Mach here. So setting up the High Mach real quick, and let's take a look at the box art. It just shows High Machs all over the place, and these weapons you see in the back, that minigun, that shotgun, and that warhammer right there, they're all part of the High Mach army set. Oh yeah, and then that axe right there, they're all part of the High Mach army set, which is a separate thing. It's about $10, and it's extra weapons for this High Mach, because he only comes with the actual gun. So yeah, it's a High Mach. It's a battle system simulator mobile suit. This is a combination of the I think it's just called a Mach. I'm not really sure, but it was white and gold. You can see some stuff that it does down there. You can see that it can use the master grade hands. You can see the High Mach army set right there. You can see some more art. You can see front and back view of the High Mach. Something from Gundam Build Fighters Try. This thing was 800 yen, so about $8, and I got this for actually about $10. So you can probably also hear something rattling around in there, and that's the extra poly caps. I didn't take them out. So yeah, nothing on the bottom. So just setting that off to the side. Now let's bring in his instructions. It just shows a High Mach there. It doesn't show any pilot because these don't have pilots, but that's the on-screen animation of the High Mach. There you can see it actually in the anime. You can see it holding some signs, and this one was Sakai Kamiki was trying to practice using a gun, and then he found out that he was terrible with a gun, and then he had a High Mach standing there holding some signs, and he was trying to fire at it, but kept missing there with every shot, I think. And then there's a High Mach flying around, and that's whenever they were doing a little test battle. That's what these were for. They were for test battling, like practices, stuff. I mean, you already know what to expect from these. Once again, if you do want to know what is actually in the instructions, then go to mech9.com and just type in high grade High Mach. And right here it's showing that it is a very highly customizable model kit. You can show some stuff and things. And right here it teaches you how you can actually put a, it's like, you can see Raul there. He's telling you how you can actually put a V-fin on the High Mach if you so choose. And then there's a custom version of it. Some more high grades and stuff. Apparently these two Gundams combined with the Zaku. So apparently some kind of a Zaku sniper and another Zaku. And then that standard Zaku combined and somehow made a High Mach. Which is kind of inaccurate because this is just an upgraded form of the normal Mach used for test battles. So I don't know what's up with that. And also, really quick, I just now remembered, really quick before we take a look at the High Mach again, I wanted to show you guys this thing real quick. This thing will be the next LEGO Mach that I review, and this is Decepticon Clampdown. Decepticon Clampdown is an Autobot spy, much like Shockwave in Transformers Animated. He has multiple robot modes, multiple animal modes, and different kinds of things like that. So yeah, he's like an Autobot infiltrator. He can become an Autobot or a Decepticon, and has various modes to do various things. Here, a quick rundown of what some of the modes are. He's got frog, lizard, snake, scorpion, which is this. He's got kind of like a crab thing. He's got like a leaper. He's got like 3 or 4 different robot modes. Some kind of like bipedal lizard creature, and then a lobster. I'll show you lobster mode real quick. Literally all you do is that, and then now he's a lobster. And then this would technically be scorpion mode. So yeah, he's gotten a lot of different modes, and every single time I fiddle with them, I just get more and more modes out of this thing. So yeah, and I made this literally just by connecting pieces together and adding a few clips and pieces and stuff to make it look like spikes or whatnot, and came out with this. So yeah, I'll be reviewing him maybe sometime next week. Maybe I'll review him tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna do tomorrow because I've already done like I think 3 videos for Lego mocks this week, so I might have to save him for next week. So bringing the high mock back in. Let's actually adjust the camera so we can actually see him. So bringing the camera down. Let's do some size comparisons real quick. So first of all, we have him with the Zaku Custom. Or Goof Custom? Goof Custom. Is it a Goof or a Zaku? I can't remember what it is. I think it's a Goof. I don't know. It's a custom something. It's Goofs and Zakus are pretty much the same thing anyways. It might actually... Yeah, it's a Goof. Okay, so the Goof Custom and the high mock. The high mock is a little bit shorter. So setting him off to the side. Here he is with the Tri-Burning Gundam yet again. The high-grade Tri-Burning Gundam. So you can see that. The Tri-Burning Gundam is much taller than the high mock, but he is crouching to do a flaming punch. So there's that. And now is Transformers Combiner Wars Swindle. So you can see there with a standard Combiner Wars figure, he is also shorter than that. So this guy's like a small deluxe size. About, if you want to say that. And then one more size comparison. Here he is with Figma Link. And heck, why not? Let's bring in Lego Optimus as well. So you can see that size. So there's that, with Figma Link and Lego Optimus. Figma Link is taller and Lego Optimus is shorter by a little bit. Why not? Clamp Down. With Clamp Down, he's also taller than Clamp Down. But Clamp Down would technically be mini size, I think? I don't know. But yeah, setting off all of that stuff. Now let's actually take a look at the high mock. Now I want to point this out. With the high mock, if you decide to buy this model kit, you are not going to be getting any of these white stickers that you see on the high mock. Any of these white stickers like the Earth Federation logo right there, that thing right there, the O2, the Earth Federation, that logo, and that O2 right there. You won't be getting any of those. Those were extra stickers from the GM2, which I reviewed I think about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. That guy came with a bunch of numbered stickers and stuff, so I had extra ones and decided to sticker up the high mock to make him look a little bit better. And also another thing I want to point out, I did color in these dots here on the chest, and I also outlined the eye with a black Sharpie. Did I do it on this? No, I did do it on those eyes there. But I did outline the eye and that thing there just to spruce it up a little bit. And then in the anime, these green parts right here on the legs, on the upper legs right here, and the upper arms are supposed to be like a, almost like a yogurt colored green, I guess you could say. Like if you've ever had a yogurt that's supposed to be green, like sour apple or lime or something like that, it's supposed to be that color green. But obviously this is not, because as you can see here in the instructions, it's a lighter green there on the upper arms and upper legs. But other than that, everything is pretty much up to size. I mean, I'm not really seeing any other differences besides that. So let's go into articulation. The head it's on a ball joint. See, look, I'll show you real quick. It's on a ball joint, but it's got this track right here that that thing hooks into. If you don't like it when it just rotates side to side a little bit, you can just cut off that little tab, and it should be able to rotate a full 360. But I like it when it just goes side to side. I think that's far enough for me. So you do get that swivel. It can't look up or down or anything like that because it is just a dome, but I'm perfectly fine with that. You have the ball jointed shoulders, which get a lot of range. You do get the things that go out. You get a hinge that can't go really all that high up, but it's better than nothing. You do get a swivel. You do get double jointed elbows, give you about that much of a bend. You do get ball jointed wrists. The side skirts are on a hinge and they can go about up that far, but why would you need them to? Because the legs can only go out that far. Yes, the legs can't go out very far at all. I mean, this is all you're gonna get out of the leg going to the side, but I think it's enough for the high mock because of how big and bulky that this thing looks. I don't think it needs any more of a bend. But the leg can also go forward, not very much. Backward, it can go pretty well. Oh yeah, I did also color those thrusters on the feet silver. You do get a swivel, and you do get a very nice knee bend. Straighten it back out. You do get a hinge here, and you do get a ball jointed foot and some nice pivoting and such things like that. So you get some pretty decent poses out of this guy. Oh yeah, and also he's got a backpack here. It's got these little ports and stuff all over it. So he's got ports all over his backpack. He's got ports here under these things here. See, there's a port. It just plugs. The armor just plugged on with the port. He's got a port there. He's got ports underneath the side skirts. If you take off the side skirt, there's a port there. Whoops, above the camera. There's a port there. And then under all these gray things on the insides and the outsides of the legs, there's also ports underneath those. And basically what that means... sorry, I had a moment of realization there. Also underneath these eyes, or these are... I actually did find out that these are like eyes kind of things. They're not really eyes. I don't want to say they're eyes, but they're cameras. But then again, every Gundam just has a camera system for eyes. But yeah, that's what that is supposed to be. But also, if you take off this, you do get a hole there. And it's like, I crappily painted the rest of that silver. But you do get an extra hole there. So, putting that back on. And basically what all those holes let you do is if you bring in pretty much almost any high-grade build fighter's weapon. So right here I have the battle arms. I have a piece of weaponry from that. And using these pegs here that are all over this kit, you can plug it into any one of those holes that you see. And if you've seen my other reviews, how I have my Hammock Custom, I usually have those cannon or those missile launchers plugged in right up there up the top. So you can plug those all over the place. The customization, okay, this guy was made to customize. He's, oh yeah, I forgot, articulation up here. He's got a full 360 waist swivel. He's also got a swivel here at the top, and he's also got massive, crazy movement all over the place over here. So he's a highly posable guy. But sorry about that. I completely forgot to show. I completely forgot to show off that part of the articulation. But one of the accessories. Okay, getting into the accessories. One of the accessories I couldn't find is like these little cup links that you put right around this part of the hand, and it basically just allows you to put a bigger ball joint in there, like a Master Grade Gundam, so he can have posable hands or hold bigger weapons. So yeah, and then he's also got his backpack, of course, which just pegs on using those two pegs and those two ports. And he also is compatible with pretty much any other high grade build fighter backpack. So if you wanted him to be the crossbone Mach or the high Mao Gundam, I guess you could do that if you really wanted to. So you can give him big crossbones back there. So it's a thing that you can do. And also his other accessory is this gun. So this gun is just a solid gray piece of plastic, but I did paint it with some nice silver. So it's a pretty cool weapon. You can wiggle it into his hand. You don't have to take off the hand cover. It's easier when you take off the hand cover, but I don't like to. I just like to kind of wiggle. Okay, never mind. I was thinking of a different gun. Sorry about that. You do have to actually take off the hand cover, slide that in, bring the hand cover back in, and knock the gun out of the hand. Hang on. It's a lot easier when you just take off the hands. There. Plug that in like so. Either you can have it up or you can have it down. Just bring his arm back because it simply pegs in. And there you have the High Mach with its rifle. So yeah, I think this rifle does work for the guy. I do like this rifle. It's a little bit small on the small side, but it is just a battle simulation mobile suit, and at least you get the gun. It would have been nice if he came with a gun and an axe maybe, or a gun and some kind of melee weapon would have been nice, like some sort of something. If they added just a little bit of something else, I would have been more than happy. But I'm actually perfectly fine with just what they give you. He's got the nice posability. He's super, super solid. I mean, this guy's, the only part that's been falling apart on me a lot is this part of the arm likes to fall off quite a bit. I'm not sure if it's just because there's a loose polycap or if that's just because of the way that it was designed. But really, that's the only problem I've been having. And again, it's not even a problem. I mean, it pops off. You just simply go boop, and it's back in. I mean, it's not like it's going to ruin your life. And you may or may not be able to notice this, or I'm not really sure if you are actually noticing it at all. You might notice it just now because I actually I'm just going to say it, but his joints are a little bit loose. The only reason why they're loose is because when I first built this guy, I was non-stop messing with him. I was constantly moving him around and posing him and doing different kinds of things. So you can get some like crazy poses out of him. You can pretty much have him doing them whatever you want to. So So guys, this is the high-grade high-mock Gundam. Well, not really a Gundam, but this is the high-grade high-mock from the Gundam Build-A-Fighters Tri-Series. I say watch the anime, by the way, if I haven't already said that with some of my other reviews, but I say watch the anime. Really cool anime. It's only about 25 episodes long, so you should be able to fly past that really quickly. But, so tell me what you guys think about this toy down in the comment section below. I do love to hear from you guys. Reading your comments is probably one of the most fun things about being a YouTuber. I just like to hear what people think. I like your opinions. Your opinions matter to me. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I do appreciate the comments, so tell me what you think about him. I like him. I do. I would say get him. If you're a fan of army building, you can do it easily with this guy. This guy's only about $10, maybe even less than that. So you're getting a pretty good deal for what you pay for him. So yeah, I'm Shockwave640, and thanks for watching.